How's it going, everybody? This is Tills and we're back again with another nice little tips and tricks guide video for Rust. And today we're looking at some nice, simple, easy building tips. So you've spawned, you're making yourself a nice little shit shack to hold your little stuff, to make your home. First things first, you're going to need to put a door on it. However, probably the best and most important thing in Rust is perhaps to bypass the wooden door, which is a piece of shit with 200 health and can be easily arrow raided, and go get yourself a furnace down, get enough metal frags, and get yourself a sheet metal door. Wooden doors are too easily destroyed, unfortunately, and it literally just slows the raiders down by like 5 minutes, but they will get into your base really easily. I'd advise using small stashes around your base to store your loot while you protect your furnace enough to be able to get enough metal frags to make yourself a sheet metal door. And then on top of that, obviously, you'll need your code lock to stop people getting in with stealing your keys. The tool cabinet is a hugely important part in Rust. It's what makes your house a home. And I understand when you first spawn, you're a naked little fresh spawn, the most important thing you want to do when you've got your little house made is get that tool cabinet nice and locked in. That means just getting yourself nice and authorized on it, and then he fucks the wall up, getting yourself nice and authorized on it, locking it in and upgrading. I mean, completely get that. I do exactly the same thing. However, something to consider would be perhaps, instead of actually locking it in, if you've got the metal frags to spare, of course, leave it open, get a door on. I'll use an armoured door now, but get yourself a door on it and keep it accessible. That way, later in the game, when you've got a few more resources, you can move the cabinet, and I'll show you the sort of thing I mean now. So, as you can see, I've destroyed the tool cabinet. So this is the ground floor, the first floor of your base, and then the second floor of your base. Now get yourself the tool cabinet, drop that on the second floor once you've authorized yourself. When you go back to your first floor now, your ground floor, no building priv. This means that you can actually make yourself another cabinet down here. So that's what I've done, guys. Here we go. Here's the tool cabinet on the bottom floor. Here's the tool cabinet on the top. So say I'm a raider. I've got access to your bottom TC. Right? Authorized on it. What I can now do is I can build. However, I now can't build up here. Building is blocked. Hugely helpful for larger clan bases. Not just clans, larger bases. Just helps protect your loot, and it helps you be able to keep your loot on higher floors and keep it all safe. Be careful when building on slopes. As you can see here, I'm building blocked. However, drop down, small there, and I'm now no longer blocked. This will allow raiders the simple ease of being able to build into your base. Straight in to the base. That leads us on quite nicely to not just your normal base, but a base on the mountainside, on a slope. Exterior tool cabinets, hugely important. Once you've got your base set up, make sure you start putting tool cabinets around the outside. It just makes it harder for raiders to be able to get close enough to build into your base. Then guys, a tip for both new players and old. When you first join a server, this is especially high population servers. High population, I'm talking 100 to 250, 300 people. Anything lower and you've got more of a chance, but on the higher pop servers, start small. When you're building your base, don't go and attempt to make something big. You might see some clan bases around, they're clan bases. They are groups of people of 7, 8, 9 people. If you're a solo player, or even a duo or a trio, start small. A safe, easy 2x2. Nothing wrong with that. Start with your 2x2, make it nice and stoned up. Make sure that it's not wood, because wood is incredibly easy to raid. And then just honeycomb it. So guys, as you can see here, I've made the base a bit bigger, but essentially inside, it is literally just the original 2x2 coated in a nice layer of walls around the outside. It's just, the most important thing is just putting as many layers between the outside world and your loot. So that's the harder it is for raiders to get in. So long term, once you've got this up, it's now 4 C4 to get in through the 2 walls, but what you do is you'd fill all of these in with walls, so when they come in here, so they come into a triangle foundation here, then they've got to go through another wall to get to your base. So guys, hugely important, never put windows on your ground floor. It just makes it so easy to for raiders to get in. straight in, and they're into your loot. Use windows sparingly. Obviously you need them. I advise probably not to put them on your ground floor, not even your first floor. I think from the second floor, that is where you need to start putting your windows. It gives you a nice degree of visibility around your base, but make sure they're not too low. So, in terms of window bars, always use window bars. If you can find the BP for the reinforced ones, always use that. I mean, well, not always, it's personal preference. I mean, a lot of people prefer the metal bars. You can see through a lot easier than the reinforced ones. They have more health. Never use wooden window bars. Window bars cannot be removed, and therefore you have to destroy, in order to upgrade from wood to metal, you'd need to destroy the wooden ones, which is a hassle to yourself. Go straight to metal. I think they're only 100 metal frags. Keeps your base a lot more secure. No one's going to get through 500 health of metal when they could get through 500 health of stone. They're just going to use 2c4. Right guys, I know there's been an infinite number of videos that just go through this, but I thought I'd just take a really little bit on at the end. The way around that you place your walls is incredibly important. So this is the soft side of a wooden wall, this is the hard side, the outer side, this is the soft side of a stone side, this is the outer side, soft side of metal, hard side of metal. Or I'd say once you begin, get your base upgraded from wood to stone straight away. Do not hesitate with that, because we've been on servers before, me and my friends, where you get yourself a nice wooden base, and a big clown will roll up with the new flamethrower BP and just torch the whole thing to the ground. So that's literally it, guys. Hopefully that helps. Just remember the golden rule: start small, don't put windows on your ground floor, and remember the tool cabinet is the most important thing to your base. Make sure you use it wisely, make sure you start putting external cabinets down, and really importantly, make sure you honeycomb that shit. Make sure it's safe as anything, and there's as much walls and doors and everything between your loot and the raiders. That's your stuff, it's not theirs. They want it, don't let them have it. So that's probably the end of the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, if it helped at all, I know it's a little bit newbie in some places. Hopefully some of it is helpful to more experienced players. It's just what I've picked up playing Rust. If you enjoyed it, if you could hit that like button, that'd be amazing. Just the views are really appreciated. And then subscribe for a few more of these tips and guides videos. So thank you very much. Stay frosty and enjoy your day. Thank you very much.